Google makes trillions of dollars from their advertising. That's their main way of making income. And for us as business owners and marketers, it gives us the opportunity to skip to the front of the line, make an agreement with Google that we'll pay them every time somebody clicks on our ad. So anytime someone clicks on this ad, that company is paying Google anywhere from $2 to $180. That's the range that I've seen. And so that as you can see, that could get pretty expensive. And it's cool because you can choose like what you show up for. So you obviously don't want to show up if somebody's looking for Tiger King, but if someone's looking for a well driller near them, then that might be something that you want to show up for. And you can also control the locations on which it's shown. And you can always identify the ads because it will say ad next to it in really tiny print. I'm not sure if it was up to Google, I don't know if they would show you that it's an ad. But at the same time, it'd probably be pretty bad customer experience if they didn't. So real quick, pros and cons of Google advertising. It's super fast. Like starting today, I could have some ads running in a few hours from now and be starting to attract people to my website and be getting phone calls. And it also allows me a lot of control. Like I said, you can control what keywords you show for, locations. You could tell it what time of day you want to show, what kind of person, like demographics, all sorts of things like that. Some of the downsides, though, is that it's super competitive. The reason that it can cost $180 for one click is because it works on a bid system. So if there's 3 companies bidding and one of them's bidding $5, if I wanted to show up above them, I would have to bid more. So let's just say 6. And then guy 3 comes into the equation and he wants to show up on top, so he bids number 7. And that cycle repeats until it gets to a high enough point where it stops being profitable. And then it kind of settles around there. Because if it's not profitable, people aren't going to do it. And so that's why naturally over time, the price of Google ads always hovers right around below profitable. And as a new person coming in, if you're competing with a company who's already figured out how to make $180 clicks profitable, it could be a pretty daunting task to try to come in and compete with them. So high cost is a huge downside most of the time. It's also a really steep learning curve. It's super easy to sign up for Google ads and start doing it, but it's even easier to just lose all your money and not get anything for it. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people just don't think that it works, because they tried it once and it didn't work. But Google wouldn't be making trillions of dollars from it if it wasn't working. And then I tend to find that it's lower quality inquiries that come through this. I mean, if you think about it, I just search for this ad was placed in front of me. A lot of people will just click on the ad, fill out the form without even really thinking about it. And those people tend to be lesser quality inquiries than someone who tracked you down, looked through all of your stuff, read your website and all that, and then contacted you. So that's relative. So that's Google Ads. It's always going to show up at the top, and it often shows up at the bottom as well.